G'day Spurs fans, Paul the Hotspur Hippie, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. And I bring you a tree and the ocean, the Pacific Ocean at Manly Beach. Water looks beautiful, nice shade of bluey green, but there's only one coast. It's mono-coastal, it's not bi-coastal, the colour of our new kit. It's just one, that's it. Half the coast, half the colour. I don't know how what colour wheels work, how these marketing gurus decide what kits would go down well with the punters. And I was just thinking, about the Spurs fan base. And I've got something positive to say actually, because I'm looking around the traps a little bit. Arsenal getting done by West Ham in the Carabao Cup. Arsenal fans, they're all split. They're all split. Etta ain't got a clue. So it's lucky they haven't got Postecoglou as a manager, because they can barely manage 3 syllables, let alone any more, that lot. That's what they're like. So they're all split over Arteta. See, I can say it, because I'm not an Arsenal fan. Who else was there? Of course, Man United. Man United in complete shambles at the moment. Knocked out of the Carabao Cup. Won it last year. Finished 4th in the league. It was the springboard. It was the start of a whole golden new era. A new era for the Red Devils to launch into Premier League glory. So there again, fans are split. Should Ten Hag go or should he stay? I don't know. It's not my club, I don't care. But Spurs fans, okay. Some of us, like me, think we've got a shot at the league. Some don't. But all of us seem to be standing behind our man Ange Postecoglou. No matter, what you think our chances are, we all think he's doing a good job. And I've seen Ange do this before at many a club. He's very, very good at uniting the fan base, and he uses that to his advantage. It's a wonderful thing. I hope he's feeling welcome. According to Vince Regari, friend of the channel, well, he sat in my Uber. He said to me after me picking him up, coming straight from London. He came straight from an interview with Ange Postecoglou. Didn't tell me much. I didn't ask him much. Didn't want to pry. That's why I'm not a journalist. I'm just some bum on a YouTube channel. I should have thought, really. I should have given him some probing. Well, there you go, eh? He said Ange is happy at Tottenham. Ange is happy at Tottenham. And the fans as a whole, I'm not seeing any dissenting voices about that. I watch quite a few different channels of all persuasions, and I haven't seen any disturbance in the Spursosphere as far as Ange Postecoglou goes. So, that's a great thing. Long may that last. Now, we've got our ex-boss coming next week, and it's a topic of discussion. It was a topic of discussion in the West Ham. It was a bit different circumstances. West Ham versus Arsenal. Would the fans boo Declan Rice? Oh, who cares, man? They're West Ham fans. They'd probably boo their own mum if there was a quid in it. But Declan Rice didn't do the goods for Arsenal. Are Spurs fans going to boo Poch when he returns to White Hart Lane? And I've got no real clear-cut moral feeling on this one, I must admit. I know a lot of people do, though, one way or the other, but I'm kind of ambivalent. I'd probably be a meek little sheep in the crowd. If I was in with a group of people booing, I'd probably boo. If I was in with a group of people that gave them a muted clap, I probably would. If I was in with people singing "He's Magic," you can shove that right up where the sun don't shine. But I think I heard a good solution to it. And it's just to sing that song by Robbie Williams, which I must be the only person. I forgot what it is already because I don't know the song. I'm isolated. I'm in my own hippie little bubble. If it was released after the year 2000, don't sing it to me. I'll just think you're just buzzing like a hive of bees or something. My ears don't pick up that frequency of post-2000 computer programmed, dynamically range compressed, syncopatedly precise, auto-tuned, what they call music these days. It's got no expression in it. It's just sounds. So I think that would be a good idea. Sounds a bit like the way football's going, actually, for every other team in the world, or in the Premier League. It kind of looks like football. If you haven't seen football before, you'd say what teams were playing would be it, wouldn't you? You think, oh, that looks it. But we know now as Spurs fans what football really looks like. It's analog, man. It's analog. It's not digital. Let all the other teams with their bar charts and GPS monitors around their chest. Actually, I heard there was a good story. It was an old Nottingham Forest player, and it was just when they brought in heart monitors to make sure people were training when they were like on a day off or were having a run. So he strapped his to his dog, and when he got into the club the next day, they said, "We were trying to get hold of you. Your heart was going over 200 beats a minute. What have you been doing? We thought you were dying." But that's what all the other teams are relying on. This computer-driven rubbish. It looks like football, but it ain't. And what we're doing is we're playing from the heart. You look at the way our players are on the pitch. You tell me that they don't care for each other. They haven't got each other's backs, and just put that into them. Or rather allowed that to flourish, I would say, without the pressure of, no gravy, no tomato sauce, be in bed by 5 p.m, stay at the ground before your next match. I mean, blimey, it's like, getting an artist to paint the Sistine Chapel, I don't know, with someone with a clipboard standing on them. Oh, you missed a bit there. Michelangelo, you missed a bit there. Oh, okay. Oh, there's another bit of my artistic inspiration drained away from me. Thank you, middle manager. That's what football's become. And just wiped all that bollocks away from Tottenham Hotspur. It's just a place where he's creating an environment where all the fans and all the footballers can express themselves how they see fit. How they see fit. He's not telling us what to do, or how to feel, or what to say. He's not telling the footballers precisely what to do, what to say. If you're in Battleship at D5 and the ball's in E6 and there's a player in F4, then you must run diagonally. There's none of that. Andrew told us how he's doing it. He's giving, through his coaching staff, which deserve enormous credit, including Ryan Mason and Mila Jedinak, Super Dobro. He's giving the players tools on how to solve problems. That's all it is. Each match, each contest is a problem. How are we going to win this game? How are we going to nullify the opposition? How are we going to stick it in the back of the net more than them? And you can draw all the graphs and plan it out on spreadsheet, Microsoft 365, all that old rubbish. But when it comes down to it, when you're face to face with the foe, nothing is better. Nothing is better than the human brain and the human heart, man. That's what it comes down to. Not pre-programmed nonsense and arrows on a pitch, tram lines, all that malarkey. It's what do you do when the heat is on? And that's what Tottenham Hotspur are succeeding in this year. There has been a challenge we haven't passed yet, and there's many more to come. Chelsea's the next one. I think we're going to do it. I don't know what sort of reception Poch is going to get myself, but like I say, I don't see any real rights or wrongs with it myself. We, the fans, are always loyal to a club. Whoever you support, you're always loyal to your club and stick up for them no matter what. Well, that's the way my brain works anyway. But as far as managers, owners, players, unfortunately there is no loyalty. Loyalty does not really exist at that sort of stage in football. It's an entertainment business, and it's incredibly cutthroat. Players, if players aren't performing, they get cut, and even our loyalty gets swayed, doesn't it? When we see a player not playing so bad, we get on their case. So loyalty for me is good for the fans. It doesn't exist on the pitch. So I personally have no loyalty towards Poch for what he achieved at Tottenham, or came close to achieving at Tottenham. And what was the other side? I was on a roll there. I have no loyalty towards Poch, and I've got no loyalty really for Poch against Poch. Really? Oh, I'm not making sense. This is going to be good as well. To me, in a football contest sense, Poch is now the enemy. Poch is now the enemy, and so I partly think a boo if it gets in his head and affects his players, gives us an advantage. I think that's appropriate. Might not be good for him, but he's a big boy. He's a professional manager. Oh, that was the other thing. I don't expect loyalty from Pochettino towards Tottenham. Like, he was out of Tottenham. We didn't hire him back. What's the guy supposed to do? So for me, I wouldn't be booing him because he's gone to Chelsea. We've had people go to Chelsea before, and they're still well regarded by Tottenham. Glenn Hoddle and Mickey Hazard, Graham Roberts as well, I think, did he? Yeah, I think Graham Roberts. So you know, I'd be booing purely for the reason of getting in his head a bit, affecting his team, and increasing the chances of Spurs getting a better result. Not because of that he's at Chelsea. I'd be booing all of Chelsea as a whole, though, really. But I think singing that Robbie Williams song and highlighting the fact you can keep your Pochettino, we've got Postecoglou, whatever the words go, I don't know. I think that would send a better message than either a clap or a boo. Anyway, till next time, folks. Peace and love, man. Peace and love. Come on, you Spurs.